What do you make of all this back and forth? I mean, this is a very touchy situation, a delicate time, while we literally wait just days until we get an entirely new administration and a new path forward with Trump versus Biden. Anything could go down over there. You've got your ear to the ground. What's actually happening? Will peace stay at least till the 20th?
Well, no one knows, but what I will say is that I think, the world welcomes this strong leadership from President Trump, his decisiveness, the fact that he's willing to take action. As he says, it's been all talk. This is great leadership, a breath of fresh air. And this is going to create the dynamics for peace. Because sadly, the only thing that radical Islamists and our enemies understand is violence, is threats, and is deterrence. And President Trump is telling them that if you don't release the hostages, there's going to be hell to pay.
Yeah, I mean, look at the rhetoric that the Biden-Harris regime did for the last, year, just in the last few months. They played both sides. They sent money to both sides. They said that we feel for both sides. Well, you can't do that when you're dealing with terrorists, because they don't care about feelings and how you care about theirs, all right? They want Jews dead. They want Americans dead. Period. End of story. How do you negotiate with that?
No, you're spot on. And I think it's wonderful that the American people have realized that, Trump and his leadership is going to deal with this, because while it starts in Israel, while it always starts with the Jews, it never ends with the Jews. And they want to go after Israel as the little Satan, but their main goal is to go after the United States as the big Satan. I think the biggest concern is, will the United States and Israel finally do what's necessary to take out the nuclear reactors in Iran?
Gotcha.
And to hopefully overthrow that regime? Because every violence that you could see in the Middle East all comes from Iran. Hamas could not have attacked Israel on October 7th the way they did. Hezbollah was firing rockets into Israel all the time for the past year. They couldn't have done it without being armed and trained by Iran. You have to cut off the head of the snake, and you have to take out this regime. They have been at war with America since 1979, when they took American hostages. We often forget that.
Yep.
When President Jimmy Carter was president, and then President Reagan made it better. So we really this is the path to peace. And I pray that both President Trump and Bibi Netanyahu will show the right judgment and courage to do what's necessary to free the Iranian people from this dictatorship that they're living under.